Hello all, my name is Shankar. So in this video, I'm going to share with you all about my book reading journey. So I started to read books when I was 17 years old. The first book which I read completely was a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad. I think it's a very popular book, popular non-fiction book. And once after reading the book one day, I got the confidence of okay, I can read books. And after that, I picked up a book called Steal Like an Artist, which is also very short book. And then my reading journey went on. But one problem, not one problem, there are multiple problems which I faced was the thing is I sort of overemphasized on remembering what I read because I used to worry. Okay, I read a book, but after reading a book, if I can't be able to even think or write about 5 points that I learned from the book, which really worried me. Um, which I also thought I should remember what I read. I thought that thing is really important. But recently I just realized in the sense I asked myself like, why am I reading books in the first place? And the answer which came to my mind was okay, to acquire knowledge, to gain new knowledge. And I asked myself like, why even gain knowledge? And the answer for that came came to my mind was one, I'm interested in learning new things. I'm interested in learning how things work. Second, I can also use those learnings in my personal or professional life. So these are the two things which came to my mind. And then I asked, okay, why books? Why not, let's say, listen to a podcast or a YouTube or read an article? Why books specifically? The answer which came to my mind was okay, I can read an article, watch a YouTube video, or listen to a podcast. But when it comes to book, it goes a little bit deeper. To give you an example, let's say if I read an article about neuroscience, maybe I will get a very high level overview of it. But I read a book called The Brain, written by a neuroscientist called David Eagleman. So it's a book which talks about how brain works. And after reading the book, I got a very good understanding of how the brain works, which I might not um, got those uh, very good understanding by reading an article or YouTube. Sure, it has its advantage. You can quickly get a high level overview of something, but books goes a little bit much deeper into a topic. So that's the answer which came to my mind. Okay, that's why I'm reading books. So okay, the purpose of reading books is to understand something. Then why am I overemphasizing on the fact or overemphasizing on retaining what I read? I can just read a book and understand something. If I can just create a mental model of how something works. If I want to like recall or like want to like apply the topic which I have learned into something, I can always go back and just read through the things I want. So I felt um, it's not a good idea to overemphasize on like remembering much. Rather, I should focus more on understanding how things work. And the second problem is I read books from start to end. I don't know why. Is it because of school or not? If I don't complete a book, I feel like I haven't read the book. So I also like change the habit. Now the metric is, or now the purpose is just to understand how things work. I just pick the things that I'm interested in through the contents of the page. Sometimes I read the full book, but some books I just pick the topics that I'm interested in and then read about it and then move on to other books. It also helped me to enjoy reading more because it doesn't feel like an obligation anymore. I really enjoy this process. Maybe I can just read things that I'm interested in and just skip the ones that I'm not interested in. So I'm more and more interested in reading books. So yeah, these are the things which I wanted to share. Maybe just a quick It's a short video, but I still want to quickly point out the takeaways. One is to just focus on understanding rather than too much emphasizing on remembering. And the other thing is there is no need to read a book from start to end. We can just pick a topic that we are interested in, and I these are things that work for me. But I don't know whether it will work for everyone or not, because I've seen some people say like that they get the fulfillment of reading only when they read the book start to end. um, Maybe if that works for them, then they should go with it. Ultimately, it's finding the thing that work for ourselves. So maybe some of the points might uh, maybe got one or two people think about the way they read the book, and that's the point of this video. So yeah, that's all about it. Let's see you all in another video. Bye.